Dave Ricci is the head coach of the Audubon High School basketball team. Coach Ricci has been teaching at Audubon for 14 years and believes that basketball does not end with the school year. He runs summer basketball leagues and conducts summer basketball camps and trains and teaches kids as young as 5 years old to play ball. We talked to Coach Ricci about his career in basketball, the high school team's prospects, and the summer activities he conducts.
I graduated in 1991 from Cherry Hill East. I played basketball under John Valori, who's actually currently still there. Played 2.5 years of varsity basketball, and when I was finished, I was fortunate enough to go to Rowan University and be a part of the basketball program. I played for John Giannitti, who's now the head boys basketball coach or head men's coach at LaSalle University. I played my freshman year, and then I coached my sophomore, junior, and senior years because I wanted to be originally a college coach. After a couple years of doing that, I decided that I wanted to be around high school kids and really teach the game. So I was an assistant coach at Bishop Eustace under Bill Lang, who won the state championship at Lenape a couple years back. After that, I joined John Valori at Cherry Hill East on his staff. And about 14 years ago, I got the health and physical education job at Audubon High School. They asked me to coach the JV team under then Casey Clements, who's a history teacher here now at high school. And I coached there for 1 year, and then after that, I applied for the head boys job at Siddaminson and was fortunate enough to get it. I coached there for 2 years, and then when the job at Audubon opened up in year 2000, I applied for it and was fortunate enough to get it. I was there for 3 years, and then I decided that I wanted to go back for my master's degree in administration so I could become a vice principal, superintendent. So I did that for 3 years, and then when I got finished, I was pretty fortunate. The coach who took over from me actually resigned, and I was fortunate enough to get the job back, applied for it, and they were nice enough to give it back to me. So this is my 4th year back. We struggled the first couple of years, but we had the last 2 years we did real well. 2 years ago we made the playoffs, lost in the first round of Middle Township. Last year we made the playoffs, were the 4th seed. We had 2 home playoff games, and we actually won our first game, first home playoff win since 1989, and our second game we lost at home at the buzzer against Buena. So we think we have some things going, and I started the Green Wave Basketball Leagues actually back in the year 2000, and at the time we just did I think it was a 5th and 6th and a 7th and 8th grade league with a town league. And then when I got back 4 years ago, I decided that I wanted to expand the leagues and have the travel team. So we have 4 different leagues. We have a 3rd and 4th grade boys league, a 5th and 6th grade boys league, 7th and 8th grade boys league, and junior varsity boys league. We currently have 10 teams in each league for a total of 40 teams. And the main reason I started is to help our Audubon kids play throughout the summer. And I knew that them playing baseball and doing football and going on vacation, if I didn't do it, it'd be very difficult for them to go around town and get to a game. So I started it. I make all our games late, so the kids are coming off the football field, coming off the baseball field, and are able to play. And in the last 4 years, we've been very fortunate. We haven't won many games, Audubon hasn't, but we haven't forfeited at all. And if we have, it's been maybe once or twice in 4 years. So all our kids are playing from 3rd grade on up, all the way up to varsity. So it's a good thing there. Along the way, I've helped a lot of other teams in a lot of other towns. People talk very highly of the league. We think it's organized, well run. I have a guy who assigns all my referees and my scorekeepers. His name is Pete Villa. He's from town, personal friend of mine. Rich Delvecchio is my assistant coach and JV coach throughout the year. He helps me tremendously, and with those 2 guys, I'm able to run this league. And a lot of people know about the league. Obviously, we have a lot of teams, 40 teams. It's pretty good. We think it's one of the best leagues around South Jersey, and I'm actually thinking about expanding it a little next year and possibly even running a varsity league and trying to get 48 teams. So again, the bottom line was I tried to start it to help the Audubon kids, and I think we've done that. We have a lot more kids playing. We have a lot of kids working on their game. They're playing in the winter, they're playing in the summer. So when it comes time for the winter time, we're hoping that we're going to see the fruits of the labor there. I also do run 2 basketball camps. I run a boys and girls camp ages 5 and 6, which is a fun camp. We run that at the end of July from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., and we do a lot of fun things, and the kids really enjoy it. I get anywhere from 20 to 30 kids, and, I actually have a kid now who's going to be in 8th grade who's about 6 foot, 6'1", looks like he's going to be a real good player, and he came to my camp when he was 5 years old. So we're hoping that this will really help us. We also run a camp, boys and girls, ages 7 through 12. We run that July 19th to 22nd. The 5 and 6-year-old camp is July 26th to July 29th, and the 7 to 12-year-old camp for boys and girls is July 19th to 22nd. And we usually get anywhere from 60 to 70 kids, which is great, and the kids have a great time. Our philosophy is we have two philosophies. Number one, we want them to have fun. We want them to come back the next year. We want them to talk to their friends and say, hey, this was a great camp. We had a great time. We enjoy basketball, so they go out and work on it. And also we try to teach them some fundamentals and some skills along the way. And we think we have, for a small town, to get anywhere from 60 to 70 kids, we think it's it's a real good camp. So kids enjoy it, but we believe that if our kids, Audubon kids, can play in the winter and summer, we might have something going. Who knows if we'll ever win a state championship, but we can build on that and continue to get better, and we think all the summer stuff will add to that.